Hey everyone, it's Mike Andes, landscapebusinesscourse.com, and today I'm sharing with you the one time in your lawn care and landscaping business that you should actually reduce and lower your prices just to close the work. All right, now, for some of you, like, this is crazy. You've never talked about this. I've always talked about keeping your prices high and charging what you're worth and making sure you have high margins and all the rest of that. But today is the one time you should lower your prices and offer discounts on your services, and that's when you're first getting your business started. Now today I'm walking out here in this neighborhood because a lot of times this is where you're going to be at when you're just getting started. You don't have a lot of money maybe for marketing. You're literally doing door hangers, knocking on people's doors, talking to people in the neighborhood, and just trying to get work, getting momentum. That's the time when you can lower your prices in my books. That's the time when you give the customer a call and you say, hey, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to do business with you. What price do we need to make this work at? So this is the strategy, okay? So you're just getting started. You don't have any work. You're literally sitting around for a day or two a week doing nothing. That's the time when you have a lot of time, not much money to go spend maybe on ads and all the rest of it. But more than anything, you need to start booking jobs and getting some momentum. All right, so what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna go to doors like these. You're gonna put door hangers on if they're not home. If they are home, you're gonna knock on the door and talk to them. But on your way up, you're gonna see what do they need at this house. You know, this house, for example, they could use a bush trimming. They could use a hedge trimming. Maybe they have some overgrown shrubs or some weeds in the beds. As I'm walking up the door, I'm going to see what do they need, and that way when I knock on the door, I can actually ask them, hey, Mr. Jones, would you like me to give you an estimate for trimming that hedge? Would you like me to give you an estimate for taking out those dead bushes in your front yard there? And if they say yes, go for it. Now, if you get that estimate to them, if you send them an estimate in the mail, email primarily, what you're going to be doing is traditionally waiting for a response, having an automation sequence follow up with them and see if they want work done. But this is the one time you're gonna give them a call 24 hours after that estimate has been emailed to them. And you're gonna say, Mr. Jones, I got that email I emailed over the estimate to you. Did you get that? Oh yeah, I got that. What'd you think about it? Well, you know, it was a little bit too expensive. This is the one time you're gonna say, you know what, Mr. Jones, I would love to do business with you. What does that price need to be in order for us to be able to work together? This is the one time, and I guarantee you, especially if you're young, just getting started, if you're just getting your business started and you created that connection the day before when you came and knocked on the door, if you created that connection, they're not gonna like lowball you. They're not gonna be like, oh, well, I want it for $200, and I know it said $400 in the estimate, but I want it for $200. Rarely will that happen. They might go to $350, and all of a sudden you got yourself work. And I'm okay with you discounting because you need momentum. Momentum breeds more momentum. All right, so you want that flywheel of momentum to begin, and you need the jobs, you need the work. Because what happens is when you get Mr. Jones, yeah, maybe you're charging him $350 instead of $400 like you had in the estimate. But now when you go to Mr. Jones' house and you spend some time cleaning up his property, trimming all the bushes, now all of his neighbors get to see your truck parked out in front. That's why it's so important to have decals. That's why it's so important to have a business card or a door hanger to be able to give the neighbors. Because now you actually are going to get momentum, because now the neighbors will talk to you. Now they're going to ask you for a cleanup. Maybe the lawn starts to grow and hey, can you mow my lawn as well? So this is the one time in your business you can discount services and use that line. And that is, when you call back the day after, you're going to use the close of, I want to do business with you. What do we need to get that price to in order to make it work for your budget, be able to do business together? If you're just that honest with them and say, hey, I want to do business with you, what does that price need to be? They'll come back with a number, and I promise you, if it's not like half the price or something crazy low number, which rarely it is, that you should just take the work. You should take the work, get the momentum rolling, because when you get that first job, you're gonna get neighbors. When you get the first job, you're gonna get another one. Now you're 2 or 3 days booked out. Now you're 4 or 5 days booked out. Now all of a sudden you're getting momentum, and you're gonna have the confidence to charge your full prices because you already have work on the schedule and leads coming in. When you get momentum, it breeds a lot of confidence to charge the prices and what you're actually worth when it comes to dumping fees, estimate fees, and your higher hourly rate. I'm Mike Andes, landscapebusinesscourse.com. Make sure you get out there, start knocking on some doors, closing some deals, and get momentum if you're just getting started.